Hello, and welcome back to I Ain't Your Mom, a weekly podcast. Hi, and we are here today. What's going on?
Welcome back.
What's going on, C?
Oh, nothing. Trying to live a life that I really ain't good at.
That you're really not good at, or that you can't afford?
Both of them. I can't afford it, and I ain't good at living it either.
Look, things are just so expensive right now. Like, we went to the grocery store today, and I swear I only had 3 things in my cart, and it was like $40, and I was like, what?
Honey, I hate going to Walmart. As soon as I go on Walmart, I go in there for some tape. Something that I know gonna cost about $3, and I swear it's $150. $150.
It's like they raise the price on everything. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's just hard. It makes it hard. It makes going to the store hard. It makes everything. It makes me never. I'd be like, And sometimes I'd be like, we ain't got food at home because it's just as expensive to go buy the food as it would be for me to eat out. So sometimes we ain't got food at home. We regular.
I did cook tonight.
I did. I cooked some roast, and the kids was unhappy about it.
I cooked broccoli cheddar soup, and I don't think my family's gonna be too happy. But you know what? It is, and they'll be okay. They will be just fine. So you
my thing is they ate. They ain't going to bed hungry.
Well, you know what? It's on the menu. So you see the menu. We make out the menu. You know what we're having. I plan accordingly. And if you don't want what's on the menu, then you are free to eat whatever else is here at home. But I'm only cooking one thing. The end.
I'm not really even cooking that. Like I thought.
So today, my kid had to do some work for school, right? And she kept saying, I can't do it. What is that thing that Granny always used to say to us when we said we couldn't do something?
Well, I never could, never would, never should is what she would tell me.
Yeah. And she would also say, like, what was that thing? Can't still at the bottom of the hill yelling can't. Remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
And I brought it back out today.
Oh, God.
I brought it out. She was like, I can't. And so I looked at her and I was like, can't still at the bottom of the hill yelling can't. And she looked at me like, what? And
I mean, she looked at you like you completely crazy.
I was like she does all the time. But, and I had to explain to her, if you continue to say you can't, you'll never do it. You have to try. You have to give your best effort. And I think that rings true to everything in life. And I think that's what, Granny was trying to tell, because we didn't understand either when she was trying to tell us that. We were just looking at her like, okay. But now I understand that, if you don't try, then it'll always be a I can't, instead of just putting your best foot forward and trying. And normally when you try, you succeed if you're giving your best effort.
Correct. It may not be. So I feel like this way. If you are going to succeed in whatever you try, it just may not be in the way you thought you were going to succeed.
Right. Well, life has some unexpected turns and twists and speed bumps and hills and valleys, but you still have to have that self-motivation, the self-determination and drive to try to go over those hills and valleys and leap over the can'ts. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because the fear of trying will keep you complacent. It'll keep you complacent in life. You'll just stay exactly where you are if you have a fear of trying.
Yeah, if you don't, if you have no idea, like if you never give it a shot, then it's never going to go anywhere.
Over a decade ago, I was terrified about moving away, and look, it was one of the best decisions that I made. I'm at a great place. I've made this like a second home, and I'm so happy that I didn't let fear hold me back.
Yes.
Same thing as, I recently got a promotion. Whoop, whoop. And so, I have been doing this current job for over a decade. And so, I can do this in my sleep. What I'm doing right now, I can do it in my sleep. I'm good at it. I make scholars is what I do. And so when this position was presented to me, of course, at first I was like, nope, absolutely not. Absolutely not. My place is here. This is where I belong. And then, something, a little something was like, hey, why can't you? Why don't you try this? And so I was like, okay, this is God nudging me to do something else. And, I'm a big believer in, if he's telling you to do something, you might ought to go ahead and do it.
Right.
And so I took a leap of faith, and now I have a promotion, and I will be doing something else. Am I nervous? Am I fearful? Absolutely. But I also think that there are greater things ahead. And if I don't take this leap, then I'll be shutting a door that he's trying to open for me.
I like that. That's in depth. I wouldn't have taken it that way. I was going to be like, there's time. Change is important. Change is constant. You ain't had none. You needed some.
Well, I think I was getting complacent with where I was. But you wouldn't have took it there. What?
What do you mean I want to take it there?
That's what you said. That's what you said. I want to take it there.
What I'm saying is, you never, you were gonna be a kindergarten teacher till the day you died, and here I am, I was not telling you to be an administrator, but I'm just like, you could already tell that sometimes you got frustrated, or things. Since COVID, things haven't been the way they used to be, which causes different peril.
I reckon. But anyways, I'm taking a leap.
Did you just say I reckon?
I said I reckon. That means I guess.
I know what it means. I didn't need a detailed understanding of what it means.
Well, you asked if I said I reckon, and yes, I did. I said I reckon. How are my nieces and nephews doing?
Oh, fine.
That didn't sound too. That did not sound too reassuring.
They're fine.
But hey, number 1 made a B on his chemistry test, I heard.
Yep, he made him, and he was lit all day. Like he expected like a meal and everything else.
I hope that you told him you were proud of him.
I told him, good job. I said, we litty. That's what I said.
You said what now?
We litty.
Well, and he also had that in his mind too, that he just couldn't. He couldn't pass his class. This wasn't going to be. It was not going to be a class that he passed. And did he actually study for the test?
Yes, he actually studied. So he's been going to tutoring. Like he had been putting in some real effort. And I said, we can do hard things, was my message to him.
Yep.
We can do hard things.
Yep. See, his can't is not at the bottom of the hill anymore.
Yep.
It climbed.
We still got to can another class that he came about. But we have moved from one can't. We're one can't down. We're one can't down.
But
got one more.
Isn't that the beauty of college, though? It's like going day by day, just like roughing it, like not knowing, okay, but can I really? Is the question, like when you're in college, like, can I really? And most of the time you can.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know what's on the other side when you're that young. You think
Correct.
You're all grown and, I know all about the world. And you don't. You don't know. And so You have to go through the whole broke stage. You have to go through dropping in a class. You have to go through learning how not to fail, learning how to study, learning how to overcome the can't.
Yes.
And I think that's the biggest message. And as far as like moms, we get to a point, especially new moms with newborns, that whole I can't is like at the tip of our tongue all the time.
Sometimes, but Sean, I feel like that example is just a little bit off because there are more times than not you just really can't.
But you always do, though.
You always make a way. It doesn't mean that the can't was not there for real. You always make a way.
But that means that the can was there too. Like, okay. My kid didn't sleep for 5 whole years. Like, legit. Did not sleep for 5 whole years. Like, woke up all times of the night. And there were some mornings where she would wake up at like 2 a.m. And I'm supposed to be up at like 5 to get ready for work, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was I had a migraine or whatever, and it was like I just cannot, I can't deal right now. And you turn the can't into a can, and you just do. As a mom, we just do. Like, we say we can't, but we do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's more than just moms. It's parents in general. Like, if you're a true parent, that can't isn't a real can't. It's okay, this is hard, I'm struggling, and I say I can't, but I'm going to. It's got to happen.
I'm just thinking about what you're saying. I'm trying to digest it. But yeah.
Swallow it,
I don't
digest
know.
it, chew it up.
Like when you're planning as a mom, I just feel like they're supposed to be I can't.
But what couldn't you do? What have you said you can't do that you just couldn't do?
Go nowhere. I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I can't. I still can't.
That's not literal, though. Like, you could. You just couldn't pee in peace. There's a difference. There's a complete difference. But momhood makes you strong. Like, when you come out of momhood, well, you don't ever come out of momhood, but when they actually grow up, you're a tougher person.
You are a tougher person. I mean, I don't know if it's that you're tougher. You just had different life experiences. It's not the fact that you're tougher. You just been through stuff.
You grow,
and you learn how to critically think through things, because everything is just not going to be all roses and peaches in a quick thing. You learn how to think outside the box to get the same thing that you want to get done in a much different way, because you don't have a choice. So I'm not for sure if it makes you tougher. I definitely think that it engages the part of your mind that gives you critical thinking skills.
Well, I guess, yeah, not tougher, but stronger. It definitely makes you a stronger individual.
Yes.
Parenthood makes you a stronger individual. And so I guess that's where that I can't is never really, I mean, you say it. Of course, we all say, I just can't, I can't. But then you do. And so I think that's where the put on your bootstraps and go, it's, you become stronger every day as a parent, because you have to.
Yes. And I keep thinking about this word toughness, and I feel like it's a mental tough, but I think that it's more of endurance. You're able to endure more.
But isn't that a part of being mentally tough?
It is, and I think mentally tough is like just roar. It's just like when you're on the treadmill and you ready to get up, and you got those 5 more minutes.
Well, you know what? I guess you say that because you've never stayed up for 5 whole years.
No, Charlene, my children slept all night.
Right, so I can tell you that you have to.
My children slept. I can't tell you. I can tell you right now. But your children also, you didn't have no child that you would wake up covered in feces everywhere either.
Well, yeah, you had sick kids, so it's a different type of toughness. So every parent goes through their own different type of toughness, like their own different type of strong. So your parent struggle, your parent journey doesn't look like mine. Even though we parent similar, your journey is going to look different because you have different kids. So
I agree. We definitely. If I don't know, when you say we parent similar, I feel like we parent the complete opposite.
We do parent similar, like we parent similar. Your delivery might be a little bit different than mine, but we parent similar. But your delivery is definitely different than mine. Way different than mine. Like super different than mine. But anywho, all right. I think that's enough for today. And we'll be back next week. What do you think?
Yep.
Is that the sign-off song that you're trying to do? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh yeah. Okay, let me just stop. Okay. You know what? Goodbye. Till the next time. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right. Bye guys.
Bye.